Hey everybody, today we're going to be talking about how to get your book into brick and mortar stores without an agent. So I've had numerous books land in brick and mortar stores, and so far I haven't had an agent yet. Doesn't mean I won't have one in the future. I do have plans to have an agent in the future, but the method that I'm going to teach you today in this short video is how to do it without an agent. So I'm going to be using my book, Why Wakanda Matters, What Black Panther Reveals About Psychology, Identity, and Communication as my example. And you can follow these steps to have the same success. So the first thing is you don't want to self-publish your book. Okay, that might go without saying, and no knock on people that self-publish. People have been highly successful in self-publishing books. I have 2 self-published books, but that is not the easiest way to get your book into bookstores without you physically having to go to the store and place it there. So the first thing is you're going to want to publish with a publisher, and I'm going to talk to you about the best way to do that and to ensure that you publish with a publisher that's going to get your book on the shelves at places like Barnes and Nobles and bookstores that are franchises across the country. So the first thing is, what is your book topic or idea? So before you even write the book, you don't even have to have a word written. If you know that you want your book in bookstores, what's the topic of your book and what section of the bookstore will it fit in? So that's what you need to know. So with my book, Why Wakanda Matters, if you go to Barnes and Noble, you can find it in the film criticism section or the TV/entertainment section. And you're going to want to know what section of the bookstore your book can go in, because what you're going to do is, once you've identified the section that your book would be found in, and it's just going to Barnes and Noble and seeing the different sections and where you think your book would best fit in, right? If it's a graphic novel, go to the graphic novel section. If it's a book about cooking, go to the cooking section, right? You get the idea. So in that section, you're going to pull 15 books, right? You can pull more, but let's make it manageable and easy for you. You're going to pull 15 books. Then you're going to go to Barnes and Noble's cafe. You're going to sit there. You're going to open up the copyright page of each book, and you're going to write down the name of the publisher. So you're going to have an array of different publishers' names on this sheet of paper. Ideally, you'll have 15 different publishers' names on this sheet of paper. You might have a little less because some books might be the same publisher. Now, when you're publishing a book, you don't always, you don't have to go for a HarperCollins or a major publisher like that. And HarperCollins has a lot of different imprints that you might be able to publish with. But a place like HarperCollins is going to require an agent. So what you're doing now by pulling these 15 books is you're finding different publishers in your niche area that you're going to publish in that don't require an agent. And there are lots of smaller, independent, popular presses that don't. BenBella is an example of one of those presses, and BenBella is who published my book, Why Wakanda Matters. So you're going to write down all the different names of the publishers. Then you're going to go online and you're going to research on the internet about these publishers. You're going to go to their submission page and find out what the criteria is to submit a book. And ideally, you're going to find out the criteria, and you're going to find an email address on their website to directly submit to a person. You never want to submit your book idea to just a standard contact form. Find a specific editor or the person that you should be submitting your book to directly. Now, at this stage, right, when you're ready to actually pitch your book, you are going to need a proposal and probably at least one sample chapter. Again, it will depend on the submission criteria of the publisher, but you're definitely going to need some sort of proposal that outlines who you are, who your book is for, the target market, the competition. If you want me to do a video with sample proposals and the best way to pitch book ideas, let me know in the comments and I'll record a video for you on that. So once you submit your book proposal, right, to these publishers that put books in bookstores like Barnes and Noble, if you get a hit and someone wants to publish your book and they're offering you a contract, one of the questions you're going to ask is, hey, what's your marketing strategy or plan? Because I want to make sure this book is in brick and mortar stores like Barnes and Noble. And they're going to tell you about their marketing plan. They're going to tell you about their plans to get your book into brick and mortar stores. And then you'll get your answers, and hopefully it'll be a good fit, and you'll sign the contract, you'll get your advance. And when the book publishes, the book will be in brick and mortar stores. So basically, to sum things all up, is when you want your book in brick and mortar stores, you have to publish with a publisher that you know has a track record of getting your book into brick and mortar stores. And it's actually easier than you think. The most important thing is having a good, compelling book idea and creating a book that's different from all the other books that are already out there. How is your book different? And if you want me to record a video about how to differentiate your book or how to come up with creative book idea topics, let me know in the comments and I'll record that video for you. So that's it for today, and happy publishing. Let me know if you have any questions.